Okay, guys, welcome back to another amazing stream this morning. If this is your first time on the channel, I'm Isaac from Sinai Farms, and in this farm, I raise local chickens. And in this particular stream, I'll be sharing with you how you can keep a healthy chicken. Okay, whether you are into local chicken or you are into the commercial layer side or broilers, guys, these are birds, so they have uniqueness in their characters. So we can also replicate all whatever I'm going to share with you here, even though it pertains to local chickens. You can equally use this system in your layer farm or in your broiler farm. Okay, so guys, if this is your first time on the channel, I'll welcome you, and I'll also recommend you use the link in the description to join our official Telegram community. And also don't forget to support the live. If you join, make sure to leave your name, leave a comment, any question you have, leave it in the live chat, because now we have the top fan badge being active on the channel. So leave a comment. That is how we are going to make sure the live is interactive, and they will recommend it to more people. Also like and share. Okay, so guys, I welcome you back again, and I'm very happy because the channel is seeing growth. Currently we are heading to 2,000 subscribers, which is something very good, and I would like to use this opportunity to thank all the subscribers, and we are hoping for the best. Okay, the best is all about the monetization, so we are hoping for the best. Okay, so guys, let's hop on into this particular stream now. Whenever it comes to local chickens, we know all what we have been taught, and then all what we come across is local chickens. They can survive on any weather condition because they have a very strong immunity. Their immune system is very strong. But that does not mean that local chickens don't fall sick. Okay? Local chickens can also fall sick. They can be prone to Newcastle, coccidiosis, fowl pox, fowl typhoid. These common outbreaks also affect the local chickens. Okay, it does not mean that the chickens, they have a strong immunity, so they cannot fall sick or they cannot be attacked by these diseases. So there are measures you have to put in place in order to make sure that your birds don't fall sick. I'm saying this because of experience. Okay, those that are subscribers, those that are following, beginning this year, I've encountered some serious outbreak in my farm, and then I lost about 80 to 90% of the birds because of my own negligence. So currently, what am I doing before I'm having my birds being healthy? They are not falling sick. There are certain things I'm doing, okay, which I'm going to share with you. The first thing is vaccinating the birds. Most people think local chickens don't need to be vaccinated. I also believe that at the start. But the truth is that for you to keep a healthy bird, for your birds to be healthy, they need to be vaccinated against these major diseases. Okay. Now, in my community, Newcastle is very common. Fowl pox is very, very common in my community. Okay. And then Marex a bit minimal. So if the birds are day-old chicks, I make sure that I follow a simple vaccination chart to vaccinate the birds. Okay, so if you've gotten your day-old local chicks, or you want to get a point of lay-old local chick, you may not get it because majority of people in our communities don't vaccinate the birds. Okay, the birds, they move around, they are scavengers, so they peck these greens. These greens contains nutrients and then antibiotics that helps this bird to maintain a very strong immunity. That is why they don't fall sick. It is not only about the immunity of the chickens, it is the kind of greens they are taking when they are scavenging, when they are moving around. They take a lot of greens, so that is what make them not to fall sick. Okay, so if we are now housing these birds, if we are now keeping them at one place intensively, then we have to be providing these things for them. Okay, the first one is vaccination. As I've said, you cannot downplay it, so you need to follow a simple vaccination chart to do it, okay, to make sure that the birds are well vaccinated against these common diseases, right? Okay, so if you get your day old chicks, ask the farmer whether they are being vaccinated. If they are not vaccinated, you make sure that you vaccinate the birds. If you get the point of lay birds from the community, the fact is that they will not be vaccinated. But if you begin to produce your day old chicks, whether they are 30, you are hatching 30 in a week or 50 in a week, make sure that you vaccinate them against these major diseases. Okay, that is the first way. Now, the second way is to be giving the birds quality feed and clean drinking water, right? Now, we think local chickens, they are scavengers. So when they are moving about, do they take clean water? Do they need the clean water? Do they need that quality feed? As I've said earlier, they pick a lot of greens. So the greens contain, or these grasses contain nutrients, varieties of nutrients. Okay, so when they are scavenging like that, they peck these things and then their system gets these nutrients from the greens or from the grasses. Okay, so if we are now housing them, we are now raising them on a commercial scale, we must make sure that the kind of feed we will give to the birds must be a quality feed. It must contain protein, it must contain calcium, it must contain phosphorus, it must contain minerals, vitamins, it must contain all the major nutrients. Okay, that is why you need to invest into getting quality feed for the birds. Feed can cause a drastic change in your farm. Okay, I've experienced it before. So you cannot downplay quality feed. Don't think local chickens take anything so that you just wake up and then be giving full residues, leftovers, and don't. Invest into quality feed, especially if they are chicks. You have to feed them with quality feed. Okay, that is when they'll be healthy. And then you must make sure that you are giving them clean drinking water. Every day I give my birds clean drinking water. Every blessed day. Every blessed day. I make sure I change the water. Every blessed day. Okay, every 24 hours, I change the water in the drinker for them. Okay, every blessed day. So you have to keep your drinking waters in check in your house. Okay, don't think they need to be, if you fetch water in the drinkers for them, don't keep it for long. Don't keep it more than 2 days. Okay, you have to be changing it regularly for them to be healthy. Okay, now the third thing you have to invest into is getting these greens for them. Okay, getting the greens for them, the grasses. Once a week, you have to make sure that you get at least a grass or a green for the birds, for them to peck and get these natural nutrients from the greens. Okay, so every week you have to at least give them, let's say, bitter leaf. You can get it for them. They'll peck this week. Another week you give them, let's say, dandelion. They'll peck. Another leaf you can, another week, sorry, another week you can give them, let's say, spinach. Another week you can give them any kind of elephant grass. You know, these birds, they peck a lot. Okay, they peck a lot, so they like these greens. You can even give them the maize plant, they'll peck it. Okay, you can just do the seedling, make sure that it germinates well. After it's begin to give out the leaf, begin to grow, you give it to them, they will peck. They like it. So at least make sure that weekly or bi-weekly you are giving greens to your birds. Okay, now the next thing is deworming the birds consistently. Now, if the birds are day-old chicks, you don't need to worry about deworming. But after week 6, 7, 8, you have to deworm the birds. Okay, that is the point at which you begin your deworming. That is what I practice. Okay, after week 6, 7, I begin my deworming process. Okay, and the leaf I use is just the pawpaw leaf or the pawpaw seed. That's what I use for the deworming. Okay, I don't use any other inorganic dewormer. Okay, so you have to be deworming the birds consistently. What do I mean by consistently? Every month, I make sure I deworm the birds. Okay, guys, don't think worms cannot cause havoc in your farm. Worms are very, very dangerous. I've posted videos about how worms destroy gizzards of my birds. Worms can go to the extreme of destroying the intestines in the system of the birds. So don't look down on deworming. You have to be deworming. So far as the birds are picking, they are taking feed. Every month, you have to deworm them. You have to deworm them because you are also equally doing it for yourself. Every month you deworm yourself. So how much more the birds? So every blessed month, you must deworm the birds. Okay, deworm the birds. Now, how do I do it? I make sure that I just grind or blend the pawpaw leaf, or sometimes I boil the dried one. I boil it and give them the water to drink, give them the residue or the leaf to peck. That's all. I'll do it for 24 hours and that's all. Another month, I'll repeat the process. So deworming the birds consistently. Now, the last thing I would like to share with you in this particular stream is most people think we don't need to give inorganic medicines or drugs to the birds, which is not true. Okay, even though we can raise our birds organically, we must make sure that we have some inorganic drugs or medicines available, because some cases, if you have an outbreak now, some cases are out of the control of the organic waste. Organic waste are just for preventive measures, just to keep the immune system of the birds to be very, very strong. If you are giving your birds aloe vera, bitter leaf, and all these things, it will make them to have a very strong immunity against these diseases. Okay, but if you are being attacked, your birds are being attacked by some of these diseases, you actually need the inorganic drugs or medicines. Okay, so you at least need, let's say, an antibacterial, you need it at your disposal. Okay, get one, an antibiotics. Then an anti-coccidiosis, get one, because these are the two most common things that can harm your birds, bacteria, and then this kind of coccidiosis. And don't forget to get a Newcastle vaccine drug too. It should be available at your disposal. Anytime you have any encounter in your farm, you will use it. Okay, so that is the final thing I would like to share with you. So just follow those simple processes. Your birds will be healthy. Okay, your birds, anytime you see a bird not feeling well, you just isolate the bird and make sure you apply the necessary measures, and then the bird will recover, and then you add it back to the flock. So that is how you raise healthy birds. Okay, if you want your chickens to be healthy always, your local chickens to be healthy always, you must keep all these things in check. And then, guys, you see the drastic changes you see in your farm. Okay, you experience in your farm, because healthy birds will give you your profit. Write this thing down. Healthy birds is equal to your profits. If your birds are not healthy enough, your profit margin will fall. But if your birds are always healthy, your profit margin will go up. Guys, I hope you like this time with me. It's another blessed day. I thank you. If you enjoyed this time with me, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, comment if you stumble on the video, and make sure to support the stream by giving us super chat, super thanks. Guys, this is where we part ways. I'll catch you up tomorrow, the same time, for another wonderful one like this.